Today I'm going to go work on the Talon, but first we need a Subaru cold start video. And guess who I am? Yeah. I'm here to work on this magnificent creation because the ECU's out of it, and I'm going to try put that back in and see if it wants to run, because we're having an issue still, or we're having an issue where it ran for a while, a minute probably, and then shut down, and then went to start it back up, and it didn't want to run. It would run 3-4 seconds and shut down. And I did do a first gen cam and crank sensor swap, so that's what that one wire is that runs across. But if it doesn't want to run and still does its stupid thing, then I'm going to put the interior pieces kind of back in, or at least the ones I can. I would try and tackle the hood, but if I did that by myself, it would just turn out really badly. Let's get started on this. The ECU is in. Now I just have to connect all the stuff for it, which is simple. What I'm going to do is connect the battery, check for leaks. It has oil. Don't think it'll be running long enough to be worried about coolant, but it'll probably squeal with the belt because it did last time. Don't really know why. So let's try and fire it up. So we're having an issue that the check engine light should come on 5 seconds, shut off, and it should be ready to fire up. However, last time that we were dealing with this still, it wasn't doing that. So I think the way that I fixed it was I plugged in my OBD2 scanner, looked at it, did a couple things, and then unplugged it, and it wanted to work. So I'm going to try that. Let's try it again. Okay, it's probably still not going to work, but let's try it. Demo mode. Now, this is what's concerning me, because I asked a couple people, like, hey, it's trying to run, but not really. And then another guy was like, oh, if it has a security system from the car, then it won't start up, and you have to like enter it through the radio. And look at this. If this car has a security system, which honestly I don't know how to tell unless it's that like church looking thing, then we need the code to fire it up still. I think, at least. I don't know if there's a way to completely bypass it, but people that probably know more about this than me, please let me know. And Google said that the security system should be turned off if it has an unlocked door. Well, for these cars at least. So I'm like, okay, that shouldn't, do anything different. And even before I put the key in and move it or anything, I can tell that the check engine light won't come on because it's slightly glowing right there. Now watch this. It should light up just like the rest of them, but it doesn't. So, I think I'm going to put some of the panels back, possibly, and call it a day, because I don't know what to do now. You just need to calm down for a minute and just think about this. The last time we were messing with this, we got it to turn over and run, and it ran, and we drove it a little bit, and then it shut down. Then we'd crank it over, it'd fire up, run for a couple seconds, and then die. If we tried to idle it up, it wouldn't do anything. Now, usually, I'm pretty sure with this specific car, it is usually an issue with the cam sensor or the crank sensor. However, the first gen one that I put in wanted to work fine. There is a possibility that it could be bad. However, the issue that we're facing now is that I'm not getting a signal from the ECU. The check engine light on this is supposed to come on if it has a signal from the ECU, and it's not. And the last time that I had messed with it, I had plugged this in, done a couple things, got it to come on, and then it would turn over and want to run. However, this isn't trying to work, and I don't know what else is happening. So I think that I'm going to look over the connections and try it again. My camera can see better down here what I'm doing than I can. Just give them a good wiggle and make sure they're in, because stranger things have happened. Well, who would have thought? I messed with it. Well, looks like we got a backfire, but the battery's just too... I think the battery's just sat here long enough that it's not juiced enough to try and really start it, but... Ooh, that's on to the next part. So, we're going to end this video off there. And I know that this car can run, but it just... everything just needs to come together, and it has to be a good day, and it has to be perfect, and... Oh no! Yeah, so we're gonna stop this here. I'm going to take a little bit. I'll get the battery charged, and on the next time you see this, it's probably gonna be running. So what did we find out today? The connections on the ECU are very finicky and probably need to be cleaned, and the battery needs to be charged. So that's good. It's better than what we were at again. But I mean, it's just right there. And I think that maybe one of these bolts or something might not be tight or in there right or something, because everything that bolts into the intake manifold, well, at least quite a bit of it, is open to the intake manifold. Yeah, weird design, kind of stupid in my opinion. But we'll see what goes on. And I don't want to disappoint you too much, so here is a video of something. Probably the Datsun moving, or... yeah.